थोड़ा पीछे चले जाओ। जब 1 2 3 बोलूँगा ना तब आपका 1 2 3। वन मोर टाइम वेट। पीछे से आ जाना। वन मोर वेट। 1 सेकेंड। वन मोर वेट। वन वीडियो। Look at each other and smile. You also. 1 second.
hold.
Yes, look at smile. One more way. Just look at each other and smile now. Just talk to each other. Yes. Ma'am, ma'am, sir.
यहाँ कैमरे में आप भी ले लीजिए ना। हाँ भाई, आप भी ले लीजिए। अक्षय बढ़िया। ये बुक लॉन्चिंग है और सब बढ़िया।
चलो ठीक है।
हाँ हाँ लुक या
One more way.
This is Maggie pose also, no? This is for woman. The woman is mix up everything. Yeah, maybe you also do. Like this and all. You can open your leg and all.
मैम यहाँ पे
Yes, look here, both of you.
Sitting around looking roy हमारी. Okay, ये पकड़ो यार. मैं तो इनका एक लोग फोन बता रहा.
कर लो।
I'll see what they're doing.
आज
Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am. Ma'am, it's okay. Sister, thank you and just go. We don't care.
Thank you.
Sir, look. ले ले गए.
हो गया यहाँ पे
मैम वेट
या
हाँ हाँ. Look here. Ma'am, look here. Ma'am.
अभी वो क्या करना है वॉक करके अभी
यहाँ से
मैम तो कैसा लग रहा है आपको यहाँ पे आके?
मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है दिस इज लाइक वन ऑफ द बेस्ट डेज इट्स लाइक माय बेबी और मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि इतने सारे लोग मुझे सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं दिस इज फॉर ऑल द वुमेन आउट देयर रियली एक्साइटेड
थैंक यू मैम.
Okay, okay.
मैम थोड़ा सा सेंटर पे आप इधर आइए आप सर बस बस यहाँ पे
Look center.
एग्जैक्टली
Yes, look here. all of you look here.
Now look here center.
Look center. Look center.
Look center, center.
Look here, ma'am.
Look here.
यहाँ पे
Left, left.
सामने. Thank you. Look center. Look center. Okay, ma'am. Look this camera. And यहाँ पे.
यहाँ पे थैंक यू
Hello, ma'am. Excuse me. Look here, ma'am.
Ma'am, look here.
Ma'am, here. Thank you.
Sir,
Come here, come here.
come here, sir.
Look center, sir. Look here, look here.
Look here, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Look here, look here.
Ma'am, look here.
Thank you. Yeah.
many talented women hold themselves back when they're capable of so much more. I've seen women driven, brilliant, yet doubting their own potential. I've seen, I've been there too, wrestling with self-doubt, wondering if I was good enough. And that's when I knew, what if we had a bite?
Ma'am, please, ma'am. Look center.
All of you look here, ma'am.
Center. All of you here.
So yeah. Thank you, sir.
That we are standing this Sunday evening at this beautiful bookstore. One and only one, the wordsmith behind this book, Vidisha Banerjee. Vidisha, please come. Thank you. Let me take a brief moment and introduce my gorgeous author. She is a best-selling author, a keynote speaker, professional coach, and a corporate leader. Passionate about empowering women in the workplace. She has dedicated her career to fostering resilience, leadership, helping individuals and organizations thrive. As an author, she has provided strategies to empower women to embrace their unique strengths, challenge norms, and build fulfilling careers. Her thoughts on leadership have been featured on the platforms like CNBC's Business Schools, where she shares actionable insights on leadership, career growth, and equitable workplaces. Apart from this, she is an authentic leader, an ally for a woman, and avid reader, a gorgeous mama, and a beautiful wife. Ladies and gentlemen, Vidisha Banerjee. Friends, I would like to request our dignitaries, our guest of honor, to please join us on stage. I request Ms. Shivani Dhara. Shivani, please. Woo. Come on. Yes. We all know Shivani. Shivani is an anchor and associate executive producer with TV18 Broadcast Limited, CNBC TV18 and CNBC Awaaz. Over 12 years of experience in broadcast journalism, working on renowned shows such as Storyboard, Tech Guru, Brand Bazaar, Lessons in Marketing Excellence, and much more. She has been successfully leading some key properties for the channel spread across domains such as marketing, advertising, business of media, technology, health and fitness. She is an ultra-distance runner with over 30 marathons and ultra-marathons worldwide. Yes, we can see that. Yes, what is the secret? What is the secret, Shivani, of this?
1 foot after the other.
Okay. So she also represented India in 100-kilometer and 24-hour runs and was the first non-Ladakhi woman to complete the Khardangla challenge. Okay. Honor and pleasure to have you with us. Thank you, Shabina, for being with us. Friends, our second. Friends, our second chief guest is Eva Nilsson. Eva, please join us on stage. Eva is a diplomat of the Ministry for Foreign Affairs of Finland and currently serving as Deputy Consul General in Mumbai. She holds a doctorate degree in economics and business administration with expertise in political economy, corporate responsibility and sustainability. She has previous work experience from various NGOs and public institutions in Europe and Africa. Welcome, Eva. Thanks for joining us. Friends, we have with us Thierry Van Helden. Sir, please. Thierry Van Helden is the Deputy Consul General of the Kingdom of the Netherlands in Mumbai. In this role, he is responsible for promoting economic relations, human rights, and consular affairs between India and Netherlands. Thierry is a firm believer in the power of diversity and inclusion, both within and beyond the workplace. With over 20 years of experience, Thierry's career reflects a commitment of fostering economic development, promoting sustainable and inclusive growth and enhancing bilateral relations between countries. Among us, we also have the Father Stephen, who is the director. Please, Father, please join us, who is the director of Diamond Bookstore. So without further ado, let us first of all unveil the book, and I would also request Vidisha to felicitate our guest. First we'll unveil the book.
वेट करने बोलो उसको। ये बात हुआ ना। लाइट बराबर नहीं है। क्लोज थोड़ा। कैमरा कैमरा नीचे। भाई नीचे कर तू। वेट वेट वेट। वेट वेट।
So you keep rising it to the yes.
Yes. I think you should come here. Eva Nelson.
I think this audience doesn't want to clap.
Yeah. After the event is over, we have refreshments. So exactly welcome refreshments still मिलेंगे. Theory.
I wish when I was starting my career, I had like a toolkit to help me navigate, which I see so many women in India dropping off the workplace because they can't cope. It's either work-life issues or it's politics in office or not able to manage stakeholders. So I think what inspired me to write the book, because the book gives a toolkit and a set of strategies for women to really ace the workplace or even at being an entrepreneur. So I think we don't have that available today, and that's my way of giving back. Because I love rallying for women, and I want them to, and it's an irony that in India we have 50% of women representation in the population, but if you go to see the workplace, we're less than 20%. So I think the time has come to claim what's ours, and that's why your turn to rise.
Okay. Shivani, since you have also been working women since so many years, and Eva, of course, you also. So what exactly do you think it's not changed at all for a woman from the last decade, and even today, every woman in the corporate or even if she's an entrepreneur, we all are struggling somewhere to make our place. What is your take on it?
Okay, I will tell you one of the things that at least I have noticed. I'm going to speak not about the environment, but traditionally what women around me tend to do in a corporate setup. I feel one of the most important things we don't do is that we shy away from advocating ourselves. We don't speak enough of our achievements. We don't, because we are told to be subtle, to be in the background, to put your head down and to do your work. And a lot of times we don't advocate or push or speak about our achievements, whatever we have achieved throughout, from where we began and where we've come through this journey. That is number one. And then
I believe even in my experience, because I get a lot of these corporate leaders, for panel discussions, for interviews. So let's say like there is a hot topic right now, and if I call a male CEO as compared to a woman CEO, like there are high chances that that man will quickly agree to be a part of the discussion. As compared to like the woman CEO will say, okay, or a woman leader will say, let me just think it through. I'll get back to you in 1 hour. I'll get back to you in 2 hours. Like kind of a thing. So there is a resistance, in like going out there, having an opinion, speaking your mind, and it still happens so many times. Even for a panel discussion, we really today fight for parity in terms of the men to women ratio in a panel discussion. I make it a point. So if I have 5 people in a panel discussion in my studio, I will ensure that at least 2 of them are women. So this is something that I have seen happen all the time, even now, and that has absolutely not changed.
True. I'm sure, you all will agree. If you all have any opinion, please be a part of our conversation. Eva, what's your take on this?
Thank you. And first of all, I want to congratulate you, Vidisha, for this great book, because I think it really covers all areas that I can also think are important. And I agree with all your points, but I think also the variety is quite broad, like it is, like it's discussed in this book. And I could raise a few things. I think one thing that women, probably here in India as well as in Finland, fail to do enough is to create alliances among each other, and to support each other, especially at work. Very often, maybe because we are somehow in a less valued position, we also start competing with each other, and I think that's really problematic. And we can have, stabbing each other in the back and competition like this happening, although we should actually be there to support each other rise. So that's one thing that I would definitely want to mention. In terms of speaking about our achievements, I completely agree. I'm also not very good at that, actually, and that's something I'm working on a lot. But I often also hear, whenever there's like a panel or like mention whenever you do your work, I hear men saying like, oh, it's so difficult to find women who would have the same expertise as all these men. And I'm like, how can it be? Because we're half of this population of this world are women and half are men. Like, how can it be so difficult? So I think that's especially important. Like we said, all of us said to like bring forward what you know, what you can, so that you're also found by men and women who set up panels, who do journalism, who sort of make the public sector spin, because we all also need examples of women who are capable, who are good, who are successful. So yeah, those are a few points that I want to raise.
Absolutely right, and very valid point you have highlighted. You are very, rather than fighting for ourselves and raising us up, one woman is not supporting the other woman. In fact, as you said, backstabbing and pulling her down. The competition, that's not at all healthy. I hope you have covered that in the book.
And I know that I've spoken about creating allies, and allies starts with creating allies among women as well, right? So whether it's in your family or at the workplace, it's extremely important that women, when they are setting out to have more ambition than what they are right now, it is important to have that whole network. And I have covered that in detail in the book.
Kerry, I would even like to ask you, like in Netherlands, how it's...
Yes, so here you hear from an ally, I guess, speaking up. As the only male here. Diversity. Yes. No, I think what you are mentioning is very recognizable. I think for, especially speaking about your achievements, I think also for women, often it's considered to be, very normal what they do, or they think that their job, managing a family together with a career, it's like expected from them, or it's a very normal thing they do. They shouldn't even brag about or talk about, but it's not, because it's like it's such a heavy, it's such an enormous work to do to combine talking about those achievements, I think you can really, they could really do that a bit more in that sense. And also speaking up, I think speaking up is also something that is probably not always easy, especially if you're like a male-dominated company or environment. How are you going to speak up as the only person, as the only female? Or is anyone going to listen to you? Or how are you going to do that? Those are very difficult and complicated things. And it is also where I think that as allies, as men, because we can step in, because this is not only for women, but this is about inclusivity, about inclusion, and about diversity, because it's not only about women, but it's also about other groups, about sexual orientation, but also about religion, about caste. So it's what you can do as an organization is organize, if there are meetings, let everyone have a voice, let everyone come up with their opinions, create a safe environment so that everyone feels safe to voice their opinions, and in the end that is going to create a much better working space. So, and that is where allies can really play a big role as well, because in the workplace, men, women, men are unfortunately still in the majority, and that should really change. So men should also lead the path in allowing more women in. And it starts already at the hiring level, because if you have a policy where you say we want to hire more women, but the decisions or the hiring is done by only men, how is that going to work? It's not, because women bring in a completely different perspective. So if you really want change, you also need to start changing at that kind of level, I think. So that's just from my opinion.
Absolutely. So coming from Netherlands, wherein most of the time the women and men, they contribute equally. So in India, do you find that there's a difference of the working culture here?
Yes, but if you say equally, it's kind of true, but we're not there yet. Also not in the Netherlands, because I think the pay gap, and I think in your book you talk about it, financial independence. The pay gap, I think, is the most stubborn barrier.
It's worldwide, I guess.
It's worldwide. It's the most stubborn barrier to take. We see that in the Netherlands also, where you think it's quite an equal society, and still women are paid less than men for the same kind of work. For whatever reason, there's always excuses and reasons for everything, but in reality that is still the case. Although in the Netherlands I think it is much better, and I'm sure in Finland you can probably share also some things about Finland. It's the same, but I think where it starts first off is with education. So if first of all women have the same access to education, can get the same education as men, that is also where it starts. And the second thing is about sensitization in schools already. If you're treated equally, children are treated equally, girls and boys, that is also where you already start laying the foundations for some bigger changes. Coming with that, we have strong legislation in place against anti-discrimination, but also against sexual harassment in the workplace. I think that is also something. Same with pay. You are, by law, you are required to pay the same to women as you are to men. Although it doesn't always happen, it is required by law. So I think those are some of the preconditions that you need to have in place to make those changes. Because that's when the culture starts changing. Because I see in India, there are still, companies are very male-dominated. But it's also because the education system is not geared that much towards equality yet. But I see changes, I see very positive changes, and I think
Positive changes are also taking place.
yeah, exactly. You two are the shining examples of the leaders here in female leaders in India. So that is great.
Absolutely. Eva, you would like to say something?
Sure, I can add. I think you asked about the working culture in India, if there are some differences. So I could say just a few examples. There's around 100 Finnish companies or so in India, Finnish companies operating in India. And out of those, I know only one female CEO. And they are all companies run by Indian people. They're Finnish companies. So I think that's one example that really there's a lack of female CEOs. I don't know the percentages in India, actually. I
kind of in 22 we reached the equality level that we wanted in CEO, in terms of CEOs. But I agree there's still a lot to do, for example, about regarding pay, and we can discuss pay later. But another example about what I see in India, in my own position as a female, I attend a lot of receptions and events. Yeah, I think that this is a story. So very often it happens that, especially when I'm with my husband somewhere, that people can, or other men can completely ignore me, and they go and speak to my husband.
I mean, I would love to. That's why I have him here. Out of all the bosses that I've had, he's been one of the most amazing allies that I experienced in my career, and I think we need more like that. But I think for me, emotional intelligence, what I write about in the book, is that using that strength, not to doubt yourself, but to ensure that you use that as fuel to power yourself more. And I think when you do that, there's no looking back.
Absolutely, because many times what happens, women, when they are treated like this, we succumb and we feel, oh, this is how I'm supposed to be. So probably, as you said, I'll feel down, I'll cry in the washroom. But, coming to a point wherein I want to give back, that is something I think we all have to work and reach there. So, very important and very interesting topic is the next, which is office politics. Something like, you keep learning even when you're 60, 70, 80-year-old. It is never-ending story. Kahan se shuru hoti hai? It just starts somewhere and it is just not ending. I would like to start with you, first of all. Do you deal with office politics? And what kind of politics happens with y'all?
Oh, yes, of course. It's, well, we have it on different skills. So on the ministry in the Netherlands, of course, have a lot of office politics because it's a huge organization. But also here on the work floor, we get that. But I think a lot of to deal with office politics is to try to manage it and put it to your own advantage. And I think what you really always have to keep in mind is that you want to create an inclusive and safe environment. So that also means that it should not go into the negative sphere. So it should mean
is that no matter how you try to stay away from office politics, it will come to you some way or the other. So I just have this thing of like just blocking it out and not let it bother me, because towards the end of the day, I know me and I'm obsessed with my potential. I will try to do what I want to do next. That's number one. Second thing is, your colleagues are not your friends. They are people that you work with. That's that. You should not discuss beyond a point in time what your goals are, what you want to achieve, what your plans are further with people that you work with. You do it, you put in your work, put your head down, put in your work, do it quietly, and then when you eventually achieve it, that's when you share it with the people around you. These are the two things that I have learned in my journey in corporate.
I mean, I remember writing this, and this was my favorite chapter. And when I went to the publisher, they said, no, this cannot be the first chapter. Push it back. So
should have in the only chapter, in fact.
so next book will be probably only about that. So I think one of the mistakes women make, and I see them, is they say that, oh, I don't want to be part of it. But the point is that if you are not part of it, you're out of the game. So how do you be part of it without losing who you are? And I think I have, that's what I write about in the book, that you can still be authentic and use the power within your credentials to actually help other women, create allies, reach out to the people who share the same value system, right? So it is important to observe, it is important to learn how the organization works, and if not get murky and dirty about it, but surely knowing that, where the power structures stay. So I think for office politics, I'd say that, don't lose who you are. I've managed to stay and hold my ground and stay authentic to my values without, as you say, sucking up to people. And at the same time garnering respect, because if you're really good at your work, I think that brings huge amount of credibility and people will, worry about messing with you. So I think for women, and this I say because I've done so much research of the book, that I see the women who really make it to the top, they are so amazingly hardworking and diligent, you know, so, because the world...
You have been blessed, Shivani. Vidisha, I would like to ask you, despite of doing the most intellectual lady and you have good qualification, you have good experience, but end of the year when we talk about promotions and the ratings, okay, somewhere it doesn't come to women easily. Okay, though she has achieved all her targets, she has done everything. And in your book also you have written this very clearly. And once if the ratings are out, you cannot do anything about that. How to deal with that? Because it happens very easily and you can't do anything. And when you see that other people who don't deserve such good rating, they get it and you don't get it, it hurts you more.
I think all the people in the corporate are thinking that's me, because it's happened to all of us, right, the rating game. But I think it's even tougher for women, and I write in the book about saying gender promotion gap, because what happens and what I've seen some of my male colleagues do really well is they start talking about the fact that they need a promotion like a year ahead, right? They'll start lobbying about it, they'll start talking about it, they'll talk about their accomplishments, they'll talk about what value they are bringing into their workspace and how they are helping the organization. Some of the things that I wish women did differently is that they don't talk about it that enough. You know, they believe that they just keep my head down, I do the work and I will get noticed, but it doesn't work like that. So in fact, you know, when you say that your rating can't be reversed, well, I got my rating reversed about 2 years back. So I had a boss who was unfair to me and he gave me a rating which I did not agree with. And then I went back to him with facts and with data, you know, with like reams of Excel sheets day after day of what I've done. And then he actually said, okay, fine, and I think I was being unfair and he reversed my rating. So that's possible.
That, guys, come on here.
So that's possible.
Believe me, 10 years I worked with a bank, a reputed bank, it never happened with me.
No, it has happened with me too. I did the same thing. I went back with facts and I got my rating reversed.
And they gave it to you.
It happened.
Yes.
It happened.
So
You should have met me that time.
Now you read the book. So I think, you know, what I'm trying to say is that one is to be aware, first of all, believing that you deserve it, right? And not feeling like a victim. Because the minute you start feeling like a victim, saying that, oh, you know, I wasn't good enough, or the world is fair, well, the world's unfair, the world is unfair. I think, you know, we need to start accepting that, and so much more, even more for women, at least in the Indian corporate scenario at this moment, right? So I think it's very important to start talking about your accomplishment, create allies who will speak about you in your absence, and always look at facts and data and keep documenting your achievements. Because when you do that, you know, you have an ammunition of data backing you up, so that when you reach that final stage, you're going with all the ammunition.
You, Eva?
So being a mother to me.
And I think, you know, for women to be able to distinguish that just because you are becoming a parent or you're becoming a daughter, it's not important that you give up everything else. You know, it is possible to do a lot of many eons and moons back, and he came up to show support. J.R. Venkatesh, he comes hiking all the way from Kandivali, you know, so yeah, that's easy. And some of my husband's friends and my mom's friends and my entire in-laws, and of course Kumar, who's an ex-colleague, Jasmeet, Shailesh, Devadeem from my team, and I think I'd love to take this opportunity to thank Shivani. So Shivani owed me this, I think that's why she's here. I know she called me for a show and I was there for her, but I think for her to be here, the fact that she was, I think oscillating between 3 time zones when we were talking, right? So I would message her in the morning and she'd reply because she was in the US. I think I'd really love to thank you, Shivani. So much. I think it means so much because, and I was just sharing this with her because she is an inspiration, you know, to be able to have a career and focus on health and inspire so many women to again break norms that women can't run, right? Yeah, people say that like you run like a girl, right? I mean, I think, yeah, they should be.
She's a girl.
Exactly. So, and I think for Eva, like we met at one dinner at the Consul General's office residence in BKC, and we just had an instant connect. And this is something I want to share as a live example of leveraging your network, right? We met only once. I had a very beautiful picture of her and I. And I reached out to her and I said, would you love to do this for me? And she said, absolutely yes. And then we met up, and I think that's the power of leveraging your network. Theory, we met twice, and I think we met again at the same dinner for the Finland dinner, and then we met again in the office. And he actually came down to have a cup of coffee and discuss, and we were talking about possible collaborations that we could do. So I really thank all of you because, you know, having your names here, I can't tell you, people are actually calling me and saying, how do you do that? How do you get all three of them together to be here at the same time on a Sunday evening? And I said, you know, we have some nice, lovely cakes and cookies and sandwiches for all of you.
You all can come for the selfies, please.
And any bites that...
Taking care of the food. Okay, all of you.
All of you look your smile.
One more. Yo, all of you raise a hand, yeah! One more, wait, stay. One more, 1, 2, and 3, yeah! Okay! Thank you.
There's a mic here for the mic.
Thank you. You took the picture. She was one of the first people I met when I arrived in Mumbai half a year ago, and I'm really happy that I met her because I'm very happy to be here tonight and very proud of her for writing this book. I think it's a very important book, a great book. It covers a very broad range of themes that have to do with women in work life, the challenges that they face, and frankly, there's a lot of traveling tips for women on how to tackle these challenges, how to grow and how to rise in work communities. So, all in all, I really want to congratulate her for this book, and I really hope that many people will read it.
Thank you.
Start.
Rolling. Okay.
Hi, Thierry.
Thank you so much. Hi.
Could you please tell us about the book or about the event or the Disha?
Yeah, so I think the book is really insightful, and I think for every woman it's a need to read as well. If you want to further your career in a corporate society, especially in companies that are still male-dominated, I think you should really take up some of the chapters in the book and some of the advice that's given in the book. Like, for example, around making yourself known or showing yourself, or around financial independence. I think those were really important ones. Home-life balance, I think that is, or work-life balance, that is a very important one as well to look at, because I think, you know, in the end we all want a society where women are represented in companies for 50%, because that is also the reality. So if we should be working towards that goal, and that means you should also be reading the book. Thank you.
Thank you. About your book.
Absolutely. I think the book has been a personal passion project because I wanted to offer the world a toolkit for all the women to get a strategy guide for how to navigate the corporate or whether she's an entrepreneur. Because I didn't have a guide and I wanted this opportunity to actually come back and offer this to them.
अभी हिंदी में, okay?
What should I say?
Same. ये मैनेज की मैं चाहती विदिशा जी अपनी किताब के बारे में कुछ बताएंगे?
जरूर, ये किताब मेरी पर्सनल पैशन प्रोजेक्ट है, क्योंकि जब मैंने कॉर्पोरेट ज्वाइन किया था बहुत साल पहले, मेरे पास कोई गाइड नहीं था, कोई टूल किट नहीं था, और मैंने इतने सारे वुमेन को सफ़र करते हुए देखा है जहाँ पर उनके पास कोई स्ट्रैटेजी नहीं होता है कि हाउ टू हैंडल, वेदर इट्स ऑफिस पॉलिटिक्स, खुद के बारे में बताना या शाय होना। तो इसीलिए मैंने ये बुक लिखा, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है ये बुक पढ़ के हमारी जो भी फीमेल ऑडियंसेस है, अगर वो खुद जॉब कर रही है या किसी की फैमिली बिजनेस में भी कर रही है, कुछ भी कर रही है, उनको आइडियाज ऑफ टूल्स और स्ट्रैटेजीज मिलेंगे हाउ टू डील विद इट। बिकॉज ये मेरा हमेशा का ड्रीम रहा है कि वुमेन को वही दर्जा मिले जो एक मैन को आज है। सो दैट इज़ रियली माई ड्रीम कमिंग ट्रू, एंड यही मेरी इच्छा है कि आप सब लोग ये बुक पढ़ें और आपकी लाइफ में इसको इस्तेमाल करिए टू ओन योर सक्सेस एंड टू क्लेम व्हाट इज़ राइटली योर्स।
अभी ये बुक कहाँ पे मिलेगा और कहाँ पे मैं अपनी
कौन से प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे अवेलेबल है?
ई बुक ऑफकोर्स टाइटल बेस में अवेलेबल है, अमेजोन में अवेलेबल है, नोशन प्रेस में अवेलेबल है और किंडल वर्जन भी है। और ये बुक का हम अभी हिंदी में भी इसको ट्रांसलेट करेंगे एंड इट विल बी अवेलेबल इन ऑल द बुक स्टोर्स अक्रॉस इंडिया एज वेल।
Do you also go to the corporates and have sessions, conduct any sessions with them?
So actually a lot of corporates have got back to me and also colleges, so in fact a lot of colleges and corporates have asked me to come and address all the women alike to ensure that I pass this information and help them understand how to navigate this journey more successfully.
So after so many years of working and experience in corporate, do you think you have reached that level wherein the promotion and the salary packages are equal to the male-dominated corporates that you?
I wish I could say yes, but I think parity in corporate is a far long way to go because यहाँ पर वो हमेशा divide रहती है कि women are not always getting the same level of salary and recognition. So women have to fight for it. इसीलिए मैंने ये book लिखा है कि आपको वही शस्त्र और ammunition मिले जिससे आप जो आपकी है वो आप जरूर से ले सकते।
एक मैसेज जो आप सबको कहना चाहेंगी, जेंडर को इतना कंसीडर मत कीजिए, एवरीवन, बिकॉज हमने देखा है कि मेल्स भी इन सब चीज़ों के थ्रू जाते हैं, पॉलिटिक्स और व्हाटएवर। वन मैसेज दैट स्ट्रांगली यू वांट टू गिव टू एवरीवन, टू ऑल योर रीडर्स थ्रू दिस बुक ऑफ योर्स।
Right. So one message that I want to give, and I think when I was writing this book, in fact, a lot of my male colleagues told me this is not only for women but for everyone. One message that I'd love to give to everyone is that अपने ऊपर भरोसा करना, never to doubt your capability because you are capable of so much. So change your mindset, believe in yourself and always rise like the phoenix from the ashes. अगर आपको कोई बोले कि आप वो नहीं कर सकते, मैंने अपनी ज़िंदगी वैसे जिए, अगर मुझे किसी ने कभी बोला आपसे ये नहीं होगा तो मैं उनको हमेशा गलत प्रूव करती हूँ and that is where I am. So that is my message.
Rock baby.
माइंड कैसे भी चलेगा।
सर क्या कहना चाहेंगे, आज आप बुक लॉन्चिंग में आए, आपके एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में?
अगर आपके पास ये किताब नहीं है तो आप नहीं जानते आप क्या मिस कर रहे हो। ठीक है, विदिशा को मैं कई महीनों सालों से जानता हूँ। इनफैक्ट ये बुक सबसे पहले खरीद के अपनी वाइफ और अपनी डॉटर को गिफ्ट की है कि आप भी पढ़ें और उसके बाद हम भी पढ़ेंगे, क्योंकि इफ शी सेज इट्स योर टाइम टू राइज, सॉरी योर टर्न टू राइज, देखा किताब पढ़ी नहीं अभी तक, बट इफ शी सेज इट्स योर टर्न टू राइज, विदिशा कभी झूठ नहीं बोलती। ऑल द बेस्ट विदिशा, अ ट्रू इंस्पिरेशन। थैंक यू सो मच।
बुक लॉन्च में आई हैं, आपका एक्सपीरियंस?
हिंदी में बोलना है। I'll just start, okay? You just say start.
मैम आज
कहेंगी मैम, आज आप बुक लॉन्च में आई हैं, आपका एक्सपीरियंस बुक को लेकर?
So I think this is an important and a very critical tool and a guide for every woman. Actually, it is for any person for that matter, more so for women. I think it gives a lot of insights, practical insights, which she has jotted down from her career and her experience. So a must for every person. I think I have read it, and I think from she talking about building an advisory board or the tools of having a proper framework, a connection catalyst framework, how to deal with office politics, how to network, etc. is extremely critical, and I feel personally has helped me a lot, giving me a lot of ideas. So definitely recommend, and all the best to Vidisha for this amazing work that she's created here.
मैम क्या कहना चाहेंगी, आज बुक लॉन्च में आप आई और आप किस तरह से इस बुक में जुड़ी हैं और आपका एक्सपीरियंस क्या है इस बुक को लेकर?
हिंदी में चलेगा? हिंदी
दोनों चले।
वही बात। एक मैडम आएंगी, आज आप बुक लॉन्च,
तो ये एक बढ़िया बुक है, एक तरह से एक स्ट्रक्चर प्रोवाइड करता है उन महिलाओं के लिए जो एवरीडे वर्क प्लेस की कॉम्प्लेक्सिटीज का जिन्हें सामना करना पड़ता है ऑन अ डे टू डे बेसिस, चाहे वो ऑफिस पॉलिटिक्स हो, बॉस से कैसे डील करें, प्रमोशन के बारे में किस तरह से बात करें, हाउ टू प्रेजेंट योर साइड इन फ्रंट ऑफ योर बॉसेस, इन फ्रंट ऑफ योर एम्प्लॉइज, ये सारी चीज़ों के बारे में डील करता है और ये चीज़ बहुत ज़रूरी है। पिछले एक दशक में ऑलमोस्ट जो महिलाएं हैं वो कॉर्पोरेट वर्कफोर्स में बढ़ती जा रही है, उनका नंबर, उनकी संख्या बढ़ती जा रही है,
तो इन चीज़ें जो पहले हमें बहुत छोटी लगती है, लेकिन उसके कॉर्पोरेट वर्कफोर्स में और कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ में बहुत ज़्यादा मायने हैं। तो उन चीज़ों के साथ कैसे टैकल करें, कैसे टैक्टफुली उन चीज़ों को संभाले एंड देन अपने कदम इस कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में आगे बढ़ाए, इसके लिए ये एक बढ़िया गाइड है। महिलाओं की काफ़ी मदद करेगा इन बड़े इश्यूज के साथ डील करने में।
कम पढ़ते हैं इंस्टाग्राम रील्स, तो वो बुक के बारे में मतलब आप वैसे आप अपने लाइफ में कितना घंटा या फिर कितने बुक पढ़ते हो आप?
तो मेरा जो एक्सपीरियंस है कि मैं काफ़ी बुक पढ़ती थी, जैसे आपने सही कहा बिल्कुल। अभी रील और स्क्रोलिंग में हम इतना ज़्यादा
टाइम वेस्ट
हो गए हैं, तो एक तरह से बुक से हमारा जो नाता है वो छूटता गया है। लेकिन घंटों इंस्टाग्राम पे बिताने के बाद टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ द डे आप भी महसूस करेंगे, मैं भी काफ़ी ज़्यादा महसूस करती हूँ कि वो सेटिस्फैक्शन नहीं आती। तो इस साल का, खासकर 2025 का मेरा रेजोल्यूशन है कि कम से कम सोने से पहले आधा घंटा बुक पढूं। कोई भी किताब, कोई भी बुक उठाओ, फिजिकली उठाओ, ना कि आईपैड पे या फिर किंडल पे। फिजिकली किसी भी किताब को उठा के एटलीस्ट 30 मिनट सोने से पहले डिस्कनेक्ट होके अपने सारे सिस्टम से, अपने लैपटॉप से वगैरह डिस्कनेक्ट होके बुक पढ़ना, दिस इज एटलीस्ट माय रेजोल्यूशन। और ये सही किताब लॉन्च हुई है राइट एट द स्टार्ट ऑफ द ईयर, फरवरी में, तो ये एक बहुत अच्छी चीज़ है और मैं आई एम लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू डूइंग दैट फॉर द रेस्ट ऑफ द ईयर एज वेल।
हर किसी को बुक पढ़ने के लाइफ में लोग बुक पढ़ने से बहुत सारी चेंजेस होती है, तो इससे पढ़ने के बाद क्या चेंजेस आएगा कुछ?
तो जैसे मैंने कहा कि ये जो किताब है एक बढ़िया स्ट्रक्चर देती है, एक अच्छी गाइडलाइन देती है उन महिलाओं के लिए जो अपनी निजी जिंदगी में और जो कॉर्पोरेट वर्कफोर्स में अपने कदम आगे बढ़ाना चाहती है। उनको वो जो एक दायरा है उसे पार करके लीडरशिप पोजीशन में जाना है, उनके लिए एक अच्छी गाइडलाइन बन सकती है। क्योंकि कई सारी छोटी छोटी चीज़ें वो छोटी नहीं है, मतलब आपके कॉर्पोरेट जीवन में काफ़ी ज़्यादा मायने रखती है। उन चीज़ों के साथ ये बुक डील करती है, जैसे ऑफिस पॉलिटिक्स, अपना प्रमोशन किस तरह से मांगे, अपनी बात साफ तरीके से अपने एम्प्लॉयर्स के सामने किस तरह से रखे, इस चीज़ों के बारे में बात करती है, इन चीज़ों के बारे में। तो इसलिए एक अच्छा स्ट्रक्चर देती है उन महिलाओं के लिए जो ये करना चाहती है अपने कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ में।
ये सिर्फ महिलाओं के लिए है या फिर मेल्स के लिए भी है?
हाँ, मेल
के लिए भी है या फिर सिर्फ फीमेल के लिए है?
मेल को मेरे हिसाब से इतनी ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती। जैसे लेकिन हमारे देश में एक चीज़ हम लोग ने देखी है कि जो महिलाएं हैं वो घर का भी काम करती है और बाहर जाके कमाती भी है। कई तरह से हमारी कई बार हमारी इस तरह की कंडीशनिंग होती है कि चुपचाप रहो, अपना काम करो, अपने आप को ज़्यादा प्रमोट मत करो, अपने आप को ज़्यादा पुश मत करो। अगर हमारे साथ ज्यादती भी हो रही है तो कई बार हम लोग चुपचाप रहते हैं, उसे सहते हैं। तो ये एक कई सारी चीज़ें इस बुक में जो डिस्कस की गई है, जैसे महिलाओं को अपना एलाय बनाए, ऑफिस पॉलिटिक्स में किस तरह से डील करें। तो ये कॉमन चीजें हैं जो बोथ मेन एंड विमेन दे गो थ्रू इन अ कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ। तो दोनों शायद इसका फायदा उठा सकते हैं, लेकिन खासकर महिलाओं के लिए ये काफी एक यूजफुल गाइडलाइन।
क्या मैसेज देना चाहेंगे? मैसेज दे दीजिए।
अपनी आवाज़ जो है वो क्लियरली अपने एम्प्लॉयर्स के सामने रखे। ये एक इम्पॉर्टेंट मैसेज है। किस तरह की क्लैरिटी, किस तरह के फैक्ट्स के साथ अपने आप को आपको कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में पेश होना चाहिए, ये एक इम्पॉर्टेंट मैसेज इस बुक में है। तो ये सारी चीज़ें बहुत बखूबी इस बुक में डिस्कस की गई है।
थैंक यू।
ठीक है, I will try.
Could you tell us something about the book?
Sure. I mean, for starters, congratulations, Vinisha. Your book is exceptional. If I was to summarize, it's a mentor in a book form. It's a mentor everyone hopes you met as early as possible. And we've got our copies, given that I've got Budding Entrepreneur, which is my daughter at home, and also I'm sure there are a lot of chapters in this which will help my wife who also has a corporate career. So good luck to everyone, and go get your copies now.
Thank you.
Side.
किताब के बारे में कुछ कहेंगे?
पहले तो कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस विदिशा ये बुक रिलीज करने के लिए। मैंने थोड़ी सी पढ़ी है, अभी बहुत पढ़ना बाकी है इसमें। जो 2-3 चीज़ें मैंने देखी थी अबाउट कैसे कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ में अपने आप को कंडक्ट करना चाहिए, उसके बारे में है। एंड आई थिंक दिस इज गोइंग टू बी मच बेटर व्हेन आई रीड इट एंड आई एम गोइंग टू कम बैक एंड गिव मोर लाइट ऑन दिस।
स्टार्ट।
I'm so proud of my mama, Vidisha Banerjee, and I think this book is an amazing.
Yeah, tell us something about the event and about.
I think this event was an inspiration to me because it taught me so much about how to tackle in the future, not now, but in the future, to tackle politics. And seeing everyone gathered here and the guest was truly an honor, and it taught me so much about the real world. It is truly a privilege and a blessing to have Vidisha Banerjee as my mother, and I'm so extremely proud of her. Words can't put it, but I'm extremely proud of her releasing this book, and I'm excited for many more to come. And she is a guiding light not only for me in my life, but women all around India and in the world. So women, it's your turn to rise.
आप अपने लाइफ में कितने घंटा बुक आप पढ़ना पसंद है आपको, या इंस्टाग्राम या सोशल मीडिया?
हाँ, पसंद है बुक पढ़ने के लिए, बट अभी I mean I read a lot of books, and it is reading my mom's book was an inspiration because those are my own mother's words that I was reading, and it's truly amazing to see that my mother has published a book today, and I'm very hopeful for many more to come.
तो आपके लाइफ में मीन्स आप भी कोई ऐसा अपनी मम्मा को फॉलो करते हो, कोई राइटिंग में या कुछ ऐसा आप?
Do you inspire to be an author or something?
Yes, I do. As she is, I inspire to be a career woman, but also I would love to write a book, but I don't think I can match up to this.
थैंक यू। मैम क्या कहना चाहेंगे, आज ये बुक लॉन्च हुआ उस बारे में आप?
मेरे हिसाब से बहुत ही बढ़िया इवेंट था। बुक भी बहुत ही अच्छे से लिखा हुआ है। जो टॉपिक है वो आजकल के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है। हम सबको पता होना चाहिए कि एज औरतों की तरह आगे कैसे बढ़ना चाहिए, अपने करियर में क्या देखना चाहिए, क्या ढूंढना चाहिए, कहाँ पहुँच सकते हैं, और विदिशा उसकी बहुत ही अच्छी एग्जाम्पल है। मेरे हिसाब से ये बुक सारी औरतों को भी पढ़ना चाहिए, और इनफैक्ट उनके भाई बहन जो भी है सबको थोड़ा थोड़ा सीखना चाहिए कि कैसे आप अपने फैमिली में जो औरतें हैं उनको आगे पुश कर सकते हैं, उनको सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं और हेल्प कर सकते हैं।
थैंक यू। कहेंगे आज एक बुक लॉन्च हुआ और आप भी जुड़े हुए इस बुक के साथ, इस बुक के बारे में आपका क्या एक्सपीरियंस?
What you would like to say about Vidisha's journey while writing the book and your take on it? Just go on, we'll edit.
So the book, Your Turn to Rise, has been part of our family for a long time. It's been something that Vidisha really wanted to do for a long time, and it's an inspiration to all women, mother, daughter, wife, and also I think it's equally important that men read the book so that they know exactly what women go through and can better the situation at home.
थैंक यू।
Your Turn to Rise, Vidisha Banerjee ने ये जो किताब लिखी है, this is Your Turn to Rise, Vidisha Banerjee ने जो ये किताब लिखी है, this is more than just a book. You're going to get a lot of practical insights. इसमें आपको पता चलेगा कि एक corporate world में navigate कैसे करना है, how to deal with everyone around you, how to deal with your bosses, how to make allies at your workplace, कैसी दोस्ती बढ़ानी है, कितने लिमिट में दोस्ती बढ़ानी है, अपने प्रमोशंस और अपनी सैलरी को कैसे हक से in a very subtle way अपनी मांग रखनी है। So this book is not only for women. I personally believe this book is for everyone out there who's an entrepreneur or who is from corporate, who wants to come up and who wants to rise in the world. So this is for everyone, whoever wants to rise up in their life. Please pick up this book and read Your Turn to Rise. And all the best, Vidisha. You have done an amazing job. You are an inspiration to all of us. Thank you so much, and God bless you lots.
Thank you.